Hello all, welcome back to the tutorial of C programming for beginners. Hi, this is Sakthi Arun, M.Tech student from NIT Patna. I'm technically supporting the missile Ingeniator. In my last lecture, I have given a theoretical explanation and the basic operations of relational operators in C. Okay, so in this tutorial, I'm going to explain you guys with a simple C program and the better understanding of whatever the operators available in the relational condition. Okay. So these are the relational operators which we going to program in our C and then we're going to find the relations of all these operators. Okay. So to find the understanding and better understanding of relational operators, let me declare a variable as an int a. Okay. So the first variable we are going to understand is a which is equal to. Okay. So I am going to use some of the constants for understanding. So first thing is the less than. Okay. So we are going to give operations like whether 2 is less than 3. Okay, so if the condition is true, then it will give the value as boolean operation, so boolean result, so it will give the value as 1. So if this condition is false, then it will give 0. Okay, so for boolean results 1 or 0, whether it's true or false. So all these theoretical concepts I have given in the last lecture. Whomever missed to watch the video, just go back and watch all the theoretical concepts. Okay. So now at first I'm going to explain you guys with the condition whether it's less than. Okay, so let me mention here is the less than. So the single line commands the single lines till the end of this line. Okay, so the next thing is we're going to print the value of an whatever the result comes, whether it's 1 or 0. Okay, so for that I'm going to use a printf statement for printing the value of an result a. Okay, so the value of a equal to %d. I use %d integer type. Okay, here basically it's the results in a boolean 1 or 0, so we can use an integer type. Okay, so and the slash n, this is for a new escape line. Okay, escape sequence, and then I declare an a, right. Okay, so I'm using the same variable here because whatever the result is attained in the a will be displaying the same here. Okay, so now let me run this program. Okay, so the result is came as an 1. Why? Because this condition 2 is actually less than 3. Okay, so we got the result as 1. Okay, so if such a case, if I give this is a 4 as a worst case, then if I run the program, okay, so in that case I'll be getting the value as 0. This because 4 is not less than 3, it's greater than 3. Okay, so that's why this condition fails, and the for a false result will be getting the value as 0. Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to give the next variable. It's a greater than. Okay, so to do that, let me use another variable. It's b. Okay, so b, which is 2 greater than 3. Okay, so this is for finding the relation of greater than. So greater than. Okay, now I'm going to copy the same statement because we're going to use the same commands, but we're going to now print the value of an variable b. Okay, so for that we have to use the variable as b. Okay, so now I'm going to run the program. Okay, so here we basically are declaring the b. Okay, it's basically b is undeclared here because we have to declare here. Okay, without declaring the data types in the first initialization of variable is must. For initialization I have given lecture video, so just go back and watch it and come back here, because without initializing the variable in the beginning of the program you can't use in middle somewhere. Okay, so that's why it said the error as b is undeclared. Okay, now let me rerun the program. Now the value of b is 0. That's because the value of 2 is actually not greater than 3. Okay, so this condition is actually a false evaluation, so that's why the result of b is evaluated to 0. Okay, so in a previous example I given a worst case as 4 greater than 3, so in that case we got the result as false. But now if I run it, okay, the value of b is 1. Why? Because if you see here, the 4 is greater than 3. Okay, so this is a true condition, that's why we got the value as 1. Okay, So the next example I'm going to use is an it's like it's a less than or equal to. Okay, so less than or equal to, it's okay, let me use the same condition to less than or equal to 3. Okay, so to do that I'm going to declare another variable, it's a c. Okay, so and then here let's use that c which is equal to 2 or less than or equal to 3. Okay, so now I'm going to find whether 2 is less than or even it is equal to 3. Okay, so we are going to find the relation of less than or equal to. Okay, so now let us print the value of c whatever we are attaining in the expressions. Okay, so I'm going to use the variable as c, and here also it's a c. Okay, so basically this command is not required now, so we can comment it. So I am running the program. Okay, so if you find here the value of c is 1, just that is actually because of the true evaluation. 2 is basically less than 3. Okay, if you want to find equal to, you can also give 3. If I run it again, okay, so now I'm going to run the program again. So now also the condition is true. Okay, c is equal to 1, that's because 3 is actually equal to 3. Okay, so if I give 4, what happens is 4 is actually greater than 3, it's not even equal to 3. Okay, or less than 3. So in that case this is a false evaluation, so we will be getting the result as 0, c equal to 0. Okay, so it's a false result, that's why we got the answer as 0. If you want to get a true value, then you have to say 2 which is less than or equal to 3. Okay, so if I give that value, then we can get the value of c as 1. Okay, so the next example is greater than equal to. Okay, so to do that I'm copying the same expressions. Okay, and then I'm going to declare another variable as a d. Okay, so in when I declare the d, I am using the same whatever I declared as an identifier, I'm using the same identifier here. Okay, so here we're going to use an operation of operator greater than or equal to. Okay, so here I am going to use, it's a greater. Okay, so greater than or equal to. Okay, so now let us print the value of an d. So printing the whatever the values we attained, it's basically give the basically to identify what the result we get, whether we get in the true result or false result. Okay, so that's why printf is actually a very good command in the C program for evaluating and finding whatever the answer is coming. Okay, so now let us print the value. Okay, so here we are getting the value d as 0. That's because 2 is actually not greater than or even equal to 3. Okay, it is actually less than 3, so that's why we got the result as 0. In case if I use the 4 which is greater than 3, so the equations will again be equal to 1. Okay, so now the result will become 1. That's because in a previous case I used 2, so that's why the result is false, but now the result is true. Okay, even you can give the equal conditions like 3 greater than or equal to 3. That's because 3 is actually matching with the 3, so in this case we will be getting the same value as 1. Okay, yeah, we got the d result as 1. Okay, so this is what explanations, basic explanation for all these less than or greater than or equal to. Okay, so now let us move to the next next command line, that is actually equal to or not equal to. Okay, so for that what we I'm going to declare another variable. Okay, so I'm going to declare the variable as e. Okay, so here e which is okay, so e is equal to so I'm using the same command like 2 equal to 3. Okay, so now I'm going to find whether this 2 variable is actually 2 constant is matching with the 3. Okay, so this is for equal to. So this is actually for exactly matching with whether these two both constants are matching equally. Okay, so now let me print the value of e. Okay, now we got the result e as a 0. That's because 2 is not equal to 3. Okay, so for getting the true result, you have to give 3 equal to 3. So in that case we'll be getting e as 1. So the final one is we are going to find not equal to. Okay, so to find the not equal to, we have to declare another variable. I'm declaring the variable as f. Okay, so I'm going to use the same operators. constant values. So I have to use f, and the operators now differs with the not equal to. Okay, so for not equal to 3, not equal to 3. Okay, now let me print the value of f. We are going to find whether the expression is true or false evaluated. Okay, so to do that we are going to use a printf statement using the variable as f. Okay, so now let me run the program. So if you find here the value of f is 0 we got in output. That's because 3 is not equal to 3 I have mentioned, but basically 3 is equal to 3. Okay, so that's why we got the result as 0. To get an value as 1, so you have to use the same value 3 equal to 3, which I explained previously in the last operator. Okay, so in equal to operator, if you are using that, okay, let me given that also. So let me run the program again. Yeah, now we got the value of f as 1. Okay, so this is what it's all about the relational operators in C. Okay, okay, so that's all the operators in the C, relational operator in C. If you guys have any doubt or comments, please post in the comment section. Okay, thank you all for watching this video.